And so we're here to experience the blossoming of consciousness, to experience the difference of when attention drifts into the heart versus residing in the mind. And as consciousness expands and our vision of life starts to clear up, we actually see that there is no earth apart from heaven, that there is actually just heaven decorating itself with wallpaper of experience that we happen to call earth.
Mm. And I would add joy. I mean, this heaven can be a joyful experience, and not to forget that, because I think sometimes we get wrapped up in what we hear or what we're thinking, and it can become a very serious journey, and we're forgetting sometimes the joy that can be felt and experienced along the way in this heaven on earth.
I think that's an important point, Julie, because earlier mentioned was detoxing and things falling apart for people.
Yeah.
But maybe you could go in and describe that transformation or what you've witnessed.
Well, I think on the external level, it's when all of a sudden the things that used to satisfy you no longer seem to be satisfying you. All of a sudden the job you used to have no longer is there. The security you used to have on so many levels is no longer there. All of a sudden everything that seemed to be the way it was seems to be changing. Maybe so many friends in your life that have always been there suddenly are no longer there. Maybe people in your life who have always been there, suddenly people are leaving the planet. It's when things start to awaken in a person, the first thing they can probably notice is on the external, they can notice a lot of change. And for people or a society when we've been raised to believe that there's harmony and stability, through such spontaneous change can often bring an unsettled sense of feelings. Another thing that we can notice internally on an emotional level is we might be experiencing the highs and lows. We might have a spontaneous feeling of being high and excited and appreciative for life. Then we might sink into a low where everything's gray, I'm not sure what matters. And what happens is that we're in the unraveling of all of our old mental structures. And yet while we're unraveling the old mental structures, we haven't quite awakened to realize a new way of being, so we're kind of caught in between of, I know what doesn't work, I don't know what's going to become of this, I have nothing to believe in, I don't know what to hope for. Because again, attention's drifting out of the mind and it hasn't quite gotten to the heart yet.
Well, and what we see a lot of is as things are drifting away and changing, that there can be kind of a natural instinct to grasp and to hang on to those things as they leave and go, no, I'm not ready for that to leave yet, and I want that, and this is still something I'm trying to fix or change or control, and there can be tremendous suffering in the grasping and trying to hang on to that. And something else I wanted to remind you of, Matt, was, I can't remember which guide it was you were talking to many years ago. It was a story about leaving home and coming back and finding your house had burned down. And
oh, it was a dream I had where I was talking to a guide, forgot which one, and the guide was basically in a very jokingly manner, was talking to me about detachment, and said, when you'll know when you're resting in the heart of detachment, when you can take a walk and come back and notice your house burning down, and you laugh to yourself and say, how funny, I didn't know I was moving today.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was great. I thought that was really just a great approach to life, and that's what I'm talking about. Joy. It's like when you're in joy, and some of us don't know how to get there and aren't quite ready for that, but that's what we work with people on.
Hi there, my name is Nina Wallinder, and I wanted to talk to you about Layers of Health. Layers of Health is a free online community dedicated to investigating holistic and alternative health options. These options can include physical health, mental and emotional health, business health, as well as your spiritual health. So you can join me as I discuss your health concerns with various experts, mentors, and leaders in their fields. And these interviews are offered for free live, as well as during special encore presentations. But if you find one that is particularly interesting to you, you can also purchase it. So you can join me at www.layerofhealth.com. www.layersofhealth.com, and I'll see you on the calls.